Now, I've shared this multiple times, but the Unison Cares Fund was something that has impacted me, but I've never told the story. And this week in particular, God has blessed me with so much overflow that I just feel convicted to tell my testimony because I wouldn't be here where I am today without the Unison Care Fund. It's created, this overflow that God has given me has created the freedom that I've finally been waiting for. And that freedom makes me just want to step in the joy of the Lord. So can I share my testimony with you guys today? So this story all starts in June of last year when I decided to leave my corporate sales job. And that was a big decision for me to make. But God spoke to me and he assured me that this was the right decision. And up until this point, Wise Living Solutions was more of just a side hustle. And I had a pretty good business relationship at the time where we would close 1 to 2 deals a month. And I had it all planned out. I was going to make this much amount of money. I was going to make these type of investments, and I was going to go on these type of trips. And one thing I learned the hard way here is that it's okay to have your own plans, but it's God's plans that are going to prevail for you in the end. In Proverbs 19:21, it says that there are many plans in a man's heart, but there's God's purpose that will stand. And I say all that to say that nothing that I planned went how I planned it. I actually only planned for things to go right, to go well, so let me go into a little bit about what actually happened. So I left my job. The day I left, I had 6 months of expenses and several deals lined up that were pending to be pretty big payouts for me. And it was just with these payouts and the businesses, I took 3 months of the money and I put it towards my mortgage so that I would be paid up until September. So with these deals lined up, the money I saved, I felt like I was going into entrepreneurship, like this was going to be a piece of cake. I was wrong. All the deals that were pending fell through, and the business relationship that I had fell through as well. Evidently, that business partner cut me out of those deals, so I didn't get paid, and they stopped communicating with me like we didn't know each other. And it hurt me a lot because I looked up to those people, and they stopped communicating with me like we didn't know each other, and they knew what I was going through financially. Another thing I learned the hard way is that no matter what you are going through, tomorrow is still going to come. Whether that's with you, without you, or whether you're happy or sad. At this point, September rolls around for me, and I don't have any more money, and I missed my first mortgage payment. At this time, I didn't have much sense of community outside of Unison. But mind you, I wasn't going here for more than a couple months at that point, and I was newer to Grand Rapids, so I didn't have many connections or much community that I felt comfortable sharing about what I had going on in my life. But I was attending Bible study consistently at this time, and at the end of the night, they usually open the floor for prayer requests, and I said, with me not being comfortable, I didn't want to give too much information. I just said, hey guys, I'm going through a storm. I'm going to go through a storm. I don't know how long it's going to last. I do see this storm impacting me and changing me for the better. And once I come out, I am going to see blessings overflow for me. Please pray for my mind and pray for my ability to weather the storm. This storm turned into 6 months of no income. My credit cards are maxed out, and I was several months behind on my mortgage. I knew I needed help, but I didn't know how to ask, and I didn't know who to ask. But in one staff meeting, because I had recently joined as a ministry intern in like October, I just flat out said, hey, I am in a time of crisis. And Pastor Chase, he came up to me after the meeting, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said to me, hey, you may be new here, but you are a member of this family, and Unison will take care of you in your time of need. Let me know what you have going on, and we'll figure it out. And at this time, I was way in over my head. I was 3 months behind on my mortgage, and it seemed like a bill collector was calling me every hour. So I'm looking at all the things that I have on my plate, and I'm just like, man, this is a lot of money to ask from one person. It's a lot of money to ask from someone, especially a church. I don't know these people. They don't know me. So I just said to myself, if I could just buy myself 1 month, I'll be good. I'll be in a good spot. 1 month is all I need. So I submit my request as my mortgage payment, my immediate bills, and $350 in cash for me to pay for business marketing, gas, and food. I actually never told anyone this, but Tiana came to write the check for me, the $350, and she wrote $350 on the part in the square box of the amount, but when she wrote it out, she only wrote 300 and forgot the 50. So I get to the bank, and they're like, hey, I can only cash this for $300. I can't give you $350, or you could go back. I cash it now, or you can go back and get a better check. But I needed that money yesterday, so I said, let's cash it. And I actually found the receipt while I was cleaning my car today. I put in $120 for, I cashed a check for $120 for food and gas, and that other $180 that went towards marketing that allowed me to get 2 deals at the end of December that allowed me to be caught up on my mortgage. At which that led to more deals that allowed me to be where I am today. And today where I stand, I'm 6 months ahead on my mortgage. I've got a savings. I'm paying down on my credit card debt, and by the end of the year, I see myself being debt-free. And I want to say thank you to those who continue to give to that Union City Care Fund to have more stories like this.